morning from California. I'm spending the next 10 days here. This trip has been planned for the last 2 months. My brother is visiting from India and I'm just like spending some time out here while he's here and kind of making the most of it. It's Saturday today and we are driving out to San Diego for the day, just like a day trip out there. Go to La Jolla, see the seals. If you remember my vlog from last year, we did all of that last year too. So I'm just excited because I'm a happier person in California, I feel like. Although something happened last week, which we'll talk about at some point in this vlog, which has kind of not put me in the best headspace. So this trip has come at a welcome time where I need something to take my mind off of whatever it is that happened.
From far away she looks so good. Grew up in the same neighborhood, and that's how to rub salt in the wound. Spend a few hours on the reservoir. Never broke a bone, so I'm gonna try hard to prove you wrong, that I'm not who I used to be. I'm not living at 17. Let's go! Feet away, she's like a primrose. You're never taking me alive, so come close. And I know why you said it, cause I'm reading every word in your voice. Now I'm not who I used to be, and maybe it's a good thing, a good thing. Got a good thing coming, it's a good thing that we're not who we used to be. Sometimes I'm a loner. I wish that you lived closer. Maybe then I feel alright. Sometimes I get strung out trying to be myself. When you come close, I feel alive. Maybe that's a good thing.
So we're getting cozy. It has been a little bit since I got back from California. A lot has changed in my life in the month of March, and maybe this can be like our quick little update to close off this vlog. I don't know if I want to get into all of the details, but in the month of March, a very, very toxic job that I was in has been out of my life. That chapter's closed, it's done, it's finished. And as much as the first few weeks, which is a week that I actually went to California, I was so anxious and just like so unsure about what that meant for me, life-wise, visa-wise, and all of that stuff. I think as some time has gone on, I've gained a little bit of perspective, had some time to sit down and reflect. It is just so clear to me that it was just blocking all the blessings in my life and that it was just not right for me. It was actually stressing me out so much, and it was so toxic that I was seeing that toxicity physically manifest in my body. I think I've become such an unhappy person, and I'm not an unhappy person. I love life and I love romanticizing it, but I think that job really just took the freaking soul out of me. Whatever, that situation is done. I am in a period of life where I'm figuring out a lot of things and figuring out what the next step for me is and what it means for my life as the big picture in general. I will say that every time that I have been in California, I have been an amazingly happy version of myself. I feel like I've also been really lucky in California. Like, good things have always happened to me when I've spent some time out there. It's too much of a coincidence for all the good things to be happening every time I'm out there, so I'm gonna take that as a sign. And so one of the directions that my brain is thinking in is that maybe that's my place. Maybe that could be my next move. If you've been here for long enough, you know that I probably like have a love-hate relationship with New York. I'm coming up on 7 years in New York in August, and I'm not really sure. Actually, I'm kind of sure that this is not my forever place, and I have been an ocean girl. I am forever attracted to water. I think being a fire sign, that's just something that like calls to me, and so that might be the next move. We don't know at this point, but you know, at this point in my life, I'm like 3 months away from turning 30. Nothing that I had thought about how my life would turn out at the age of 29, bordering on 30, has happened. Literally everything in my life is so different than I'd planned, and I'm in this headspace that I don't care about a 5 or 10-year plan anymore, because my 5-year plan, my 10-year plan, it hasn't turned out the way I thought it would, and I'm kind of glad it hasn't. Life has surprised me in good ways and bad ways, but at the end of the day, I've always like come up on top and I've come out fine. And I made a TikTok about this the other day. If I zoom out from my life, every single time that I thought things were so messed up and going so wrong, especially when I was in the freaking thick of my breakup 2 years ago and thinking that this is over for me, I don't think I can get over this. Every time I've been in that position in my life, I have gotten over it. No matter what has happened in my life, I have come out on top, and I'm sitting here and I've always grown from it and I've always learned something from it. And so when you're in the thick of something, it's so easy to get bogged down by the weight of it all. But when you zoom out, just like take a step back, everything has always worked out and everything will continue to work out. Nothing that might feel like it is the end of the world in the moment, it is really the end of the world. Things always find a way to work themselves out, and if that's not according to your plan, that's because God's or the universe's plan is better than yours. And so I'm really freaking sticking to this mindset. I'm not going to let myself get into the victim, why me mindset ever again anymore. I think I've done enough of that in my life, in my 20s. I want to take on this next decade, this next era of my life, really believing that everything happens for a reason and that everything is going to work out for me. So all that to say that a lot of things have changed in March. Maybe in a future vlog we'll touch base on like what's next for me, and hopefully life has some exciting surprises for me. I do believe that with this job kind of vacating a space in my mind, my energy, my heart, my personality in general, I've been feeling so much better, and I feel like I'm ready to attract the blessings that were meant for me, that were being blocked by that negative energy, by the people, the negativity that I was around day in and day out that was like bringing my spirit down. And I'm no longer feeling that way. Having some time away from that whole toxic environment that I've been in for 2 years has really allowed me to work my way back from the fight or flight mode that I constantly, without even realizing, was in. The stress, the waking up with the anxiety, the knots in my stomach I would have on a Sunday night, not normal. Let me tell you, not normal. And stress can feel very, very mental and that it's in your head, but stress definitely affects your body. Like, my shoulders are always freaking like rock hard. There's so much tension, and I think there's so many other ways that stress has manifested for me. And so if you're feeling like this, if there's any situation in your life that's stressing you out, I think it's really important to address it and do something about it, because it's not good for you. It's not good for your body. It's not good for your mind, your soul, your energy. So take this as a sign to, I guess, evaluate your life a little bit. And if you are able to, then do something about the situations that are not making you happy, that are not letting you live your best life. Okay, so here's what I'll say. Bigger things are coming, better things are coming. Life is not about a corporate job. Life is not about climbing the corporate ladder. We are not saving lives here. Money is great, money makes you comfortable, but money does not make you happy. Relationships are what matter in your life. The quality of relationships, friendships, all of that stuff matters much more in your life than a title, a position, a job ever will. And so this is your reminder and my reminder to myself to chill. Just like take it easy. Everything is not a do or die situation at all times. Just like take a step back, take a breath, take a moment to enjoy life. Spring is almost here. New season, new beginnings, and I'm just excited for what this means for me and for everything that's going to happen in the next decade of my life. So yeah, that was a really long-winded update, but thank you so much. I'm always so grateful that you guys choose to stick around here despite my sporadic upload schedule. I promise I'm working on it, especially now that I have so much more mental energy to deal with and do things that I like. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.